Hey there and good morning. It is First Alert Meteorologist Isaac Williams here with an update on Saturday and the weekend's forecast, and then some cooler weather moving in next week. Tomorrow is a First Alert weather day for some rain coming in Sunday morning. It looks like it's going to last a good chunk of the morning, and then some gusty winds into the afternoon, and then some cooler, almost chillier weather by Monday of next week as temperatures likely to drop into the 40s for some of us. So this morning, it is just after 11 o'clock here on a Saturday, and it's a little bit gloomy over the airport here. We're kind of seeing a mostly cloudy sky. Not everybody's seeing this cloud coverage out there, but the clouds are a little bit more widespread so far. I still expect sun to mix in through the day, and temperature should still make its way through the 70s, and depending on how much sun we get, we should be able to reach the low 80s, but still a warm and dry day expected here as we move into the rest of Saturday. So that's the look right now at Hartsfield-Jackson. The temperature there is 68. It's already 72 down in Noonan, 68 in Carrollton, 70 in Athens. A big football game there today. We'll have no issues for Georgia-Ole Miss that kicks at 3:30 this afternoon. And we're looking at, again, no chance of rain today either. 70 down in Thomaston, 65 in Canton. Mountains also warming up nicely. It's a mild morning, but comfortable. Temperatures there also in the 60s out the door. I want to get you straight over to Futurecast as we plan into as we move into Sunday morning, because that's when the rain is going to arrive. So going into the overnight, we'll see showers and storms in Alabama slowly make their way closer to northwest Georgia by 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. in the morning, it still looks like metro Atlanta is going to be dry, but to the west, showers moving in, and we'll be looking at some heavier rain pushing into the metro by 8 tomorrow morning. So it looks like we'll have a couple of hours maybe of some steady to locally heavy rain. Don't really expect any severe weather, storminess, or anything like that, because the air mass is not going to be super unstable. Lots of moisture, yes, but not a lot of instability for storms. So that's some good news. So 8 o'clock in the morning, we still have some rain around. 10 a.m. on Sunday, the rain intensity probably at this point beginning to decrease just a bit. And then lunchtime, any rain showers should be over in East Georgia. Metro Atlanta starts to dry out. But do note that by 3 p.m. tomorrow, there are some isolated showers that may re-fire along the actual front and when it moves through. So that's something we'll be watching, but this coverage should not be nearly as widespread as what we see in the morning hours of Sunday. And then by 5 and 6 p.m. tomorrow, all of the isolated shower activity or whatever is left is going to be out of here. And then 11 o'clock tomorrow night, we're going to be seeing a clearing sky. The winds, I'm going to show you here in a second, will be lessening. And then we are going to be looking at some chillier air moving in Sunday night going into Monday morning. It looks like next week we'll be starting off a bit on a cooler note. So wind gust in the morning, not really expecting much. We may see a few gustier showers of 20 to 25 miles per hour. But once that front moves through in the afternoon, it looks like we'll have 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gust across most of North Georgia. These winds would be out of the west and northwest, ushering in some of that cooler and drier air. So prepare for that Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. But you can see here as we progress through the night, those winds will start to lessen. The sky begins to clear up nicely, and then we will see that cooler weather move in. Severe weather tomorrow, again, not expected. We're not outlooked by the Storm Prediction Center and any risk of severe weather. It's down to the south and west of us over South Alabama and southwest Georgia, and then to the north of us from the North Carolina mountains near Asheville northward into the mid-Atlantic states. And then today's risk of severe weather is highest over most of Arkansas, western Tennessee, most of Mississippi, northern half of Louisiana, northeast Texas. Notice that risk does begin to lessen as it moves east across Alabama, and then by the time it reaches Georgia, again, we have no risk of severe weather in our corner of the state. So satellite and radar this morning, we have clouds, yes, but high pressure over the Carolina coastline is keeping us nice and dry. But I do want to take you over to the north and west. You can see the cold front draped from near Chicago through northwest Missouri into Oklahoma and northwest Texas. Showers and storms already flaring up there, but these are not really severe just yet. We will see that severe weather threat ramp up later today across Arkansas and North Mississippi as the air begins to get more unstable there. But this is the system, though, that will bring us our chance of heavier rain by the time we get to tomorrow. So I want to track it out on kind of a larger view. So showers and storms break out across Arkansas and northern Louisiana by 6 p.m. today, and then that will be shifting into Tennessee and Mississippi between 6 and midnight. Again, even through midnight tonight, notice all of Georgia is nice and dry, and then between midnight and 6, that's when the showers and storms begin to move closer to us here in Georgia. Notice the reds, though, indicating the storms and the heavier weather potential is going to be from about Montgomery southward to closer to the Florida Panhandle. So up this way, again, yes, I still expect some decent downpours, but storms and severe weather not expected. And you can see the front's going to move through and may trigger a few more showers across North Georgia as it moves through into the afternoon. And then by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, the front is east of us. The high pressure across Arkansas is building in, and that's when we're going to see, again, that the cooler weather begin to infiltrate North Georgia. In terms of rain amounts, again, nothing too exciting here. We've got about a quarter inch up to maybe a half inch plus, so this is not going to erase our rain deficit. It's not going to magically erase the drought, but it will at least be something. We've only had one day so far this month with measurable rain at the airport, and I'm confident that we will have at least our second day of measurable rain in the morning for Sunday before things begin to dry out again into next week. As you'll see on the 7-day, we don't have any rain in the forecast other than Sunday's chance here of storms. So again, dew points, want to show those. These are current numbers, and notice the dew points in the 70s over toward Jackson and Hattiesburg and New Orleans. That's where the most instability is going to be today, and that's the reason the Storm Prediction Center has those risks of severe weather highlighted there. But you can see by 8 o'clock in the morning Sunday, when it is raining here, dew points down in the mid-50s. That is not favorable for severe weather at all. We do note an increase as we get into the afternoon right ahead of the front, but by then the wind energy is not going to be sufficient. So we're kind of looking at kind of a mismatched setup for severe weather here in Georgia. So that's good news. Again, all to say we do not expect severe weather. But behind the front, we're looking at the chance of storms decreasing, and that first alert weather day should be on Sunday. I'm using the different version of the 7-day here, but looking through the most of next week, we are all dry, highs in the 70s. Couple mornings, including Monday and including Thursday, we have low temperatures forecast to be in the upper 40s, so that's going to be a bit cooler than we've seen, of course, and then highs will be in the 70s, so not pushing 80 plus like we have for most of this week, and then maybe a small chance at rain by the time we get to next Saturday. The tropics, we still have two areas to watch, one in the northern Atlantic, a swirl of low pressure there, not really much of a factor, but we are watching this wave of low pressure in the southern Atlantic moving west. This is a lower latitude system. Some thunderstorms there already in progress, and over the next week or so, there's a 30% chance of development as it moves west closer to the Caribbean. So that's will be something we watch. We have seen several models try to spin up a hurricane down there at some point through the next week or so, but there's no signs of that for sure happening. And even if something does form, we've got at least 10 days to monitor this and kind of see if anything does form, where it might go. Again, historically, once we get into mid to late October, systems do recurve, and we are less likely to see Gulf hurricanes, but that's still not set in stone. But that's something that we're watching. The next name on the list, if we do get one, is going to be Melissa. That's the M name storm. We have been through the L name storm so far, and we'll continue to keep you posted. So again, back to the 7-day, and this is the correct version. So upper 70s to low 80s today, the first alert weather day for Sunday, and then most of next week is dry. Plenty of sunshine for most of next week with some cooler mornings, highs ranging from 71 to 79, and overnight lows ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s for most of the next week or so. Again, stay updated on the forecast. JD will be in this afternoon with the very latest on what we're expecting into Sunday morning. But enjoy today's weather and get ready for tomorrow's rain, and then some nicer mid to late October weather for next week.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert Weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text weather to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.